everybody to this Tai Chi session. I'm glad that you're able to join us today. I'm fortunate enough to be able to be outside in the fresh air. Maybe you'd like to go out in the fresh air to do this, if you get the chance, or you might have to do it inside. But either way, take care of yourself, look after your own well-being, and you need to check in that you're all feeling okay. So only do as much as you can. I'm going to start off with some gentle warm-ups. So just starting off, mobilising your waist in some gentle sways from side to side. And then we're going to do some more stretches, this time a spine stretch. Just going to loosen up our wrists and our arms, and then some shoulder rolls, and then back the other way, and then we're just going to do some getting our legs mobilised, and some gentle leg lifts. If you're inside, you might want to hold on to a chair. So you feel nicely relaxed. Now the next thing is to check we've got the right stance. So imagine that your knees are flexed and soft, and that you're sitting on a high stool, like a bar stool, but not at the bar. Just feel your feet be really grounded and firm with your soft knees. That's the stance that we're going to maintain throughout our exercises if we can. We're going to start off, before we do our sequence, we're going to do just a really gentle, short meditation. It's called the 3 lines. And we're going to imagine that the sun is shining on the top of your head, right on the crown of your head. And I want you to imagine that the sun is coming down in a line along the front of you. So it's going to come down over your forehead, over your face, down your neck, down the top of your chest, down the bottom of your body, the tops of your legs, over your knees, down your lower legs, over your feet, right to the tips of your toes. Well done. Now we're going to imagine a second line. So go back to the top of your head and imagine the sun is shining and warming you. And this time the line is going to go down the back of your head, down the back of your neck, over the backs of your shoulders, downwards across your waist, over your bottom, across the backs of your thighs, down across the backs of your calves, and right down to your heels. Just feeling warm and relaxed. And then for our third line, we need to return our focus back to the crown of our heads again. And this time we're going to imagine a line coming out of the sides of the top of our heads. So it's going to come down both sides of our head, the sides of our neck, the tops of our shoulders, our upper arms, lower arms, the backs of our hands, right down to our fingertips, and then down the sides of our upper body, downwards over our hips, down the outside of our thighs, the outside of our lower legs, over our ankle bone, down to the ground. Now we're going to commence our form with graze. Now while we're doing these movements, we need to be as slow and as gentle as possible. No jerky movements, so we're going to keep our wrists and knees loose. So we're going to bring our hands up in front of us and then back down. And I'm going to be breathing in and out. You can coordinate your breath with it. That's correct. And now we're going to open up the chest. So this time as we come up, we're going to open up our chest. Again, breathing in as we come up and out as we come back down. This time as we come up, we're going to start the next move, which is dancing with the rainbows. So we're just going to come over to one side that way and then the other way. If you've got any shoulder problems, you don't need to lift your arms higher than your shoulders. Keep your arms at a comfortable level. Now we're going to be parting the clouds. So again, we're going to scoop downwards and pick up all the darkness and then just spread the clouds away and let the sun shine on. You don't need to go down too low if you have any lower back problems. We're keeping our knees soft throughout the move. Last one. And relax. You feel that you need a breather at this point and you need to pause and just have a little sit down and drink water. Just take it steady and then restart when you feel ready to join in again. So our next move is quite a complicated one and it's called pushing back the monkey. So we're going to have one arm forward and with our other arm we're going to do a movement a bit like the front crawl, up and over, and then imagine you've got a cheeky little monkey that you want to push off your hand, and then you're going to repeat on the other side. Relax. Well done, that was quite a tricky one. Well done if you managed to follow that okay. The next one is called rowing the boat. So just check your knees are soft again. This time your arms are going to be like the oars of a rowing boat. So we start off with the hands, the palms facing upwards, And then we're going to bring them up and then downwards. And out to the sides and then turn them over. Upwards, down, out to the sides, turn over. Last one. Relax. Now we're going to imagine we're throwing a ball to the side of us across our body, and we're just going to gently throw an imaginary ball. You might want to just rest your hand on your hip and you're not throwing. Last one. That's great. So we've just been mobilising the waist very gradually and gently. Now we're going to just do a little bit more work on the waist. And now we're going to gaze at the moon. So we're going to reach up over our shoulders if we're showing somebody the moon. And then down in front of us. And then up to the other side. Again, don't go down too low if you have any lower back problems. Last one. And relax. Now the next exercise is pushing the palm, so it's a little bit like the throwing the ball, except this time we're going to have our palm upwards with our fingertips upwards, and we're just going to move to the side, across the body, and then the opposite way. And all this twisting of the waistline is just giving all those inner organs in the abdomen a gentle workout, a gentle massage, and blocking any blockages. Last one. And relax. We're now going to do a move called cloud hands. So you have one hand at the top with the palm facing downwards and one hand at the bottom with that palm facing upwards. And imagine that in that space you're holding a cloud. And we're going to just take that little cloud to the side this way. And then we're going to reverse our hands and bring it back the other way. And again. Last one. And relax. Now at this point we're going to change our foot position. So you're going to put one foot forward and the foot at the back just turn onto an angle, 45-degree angle, so you've got a really firm stance. And then get your knees soft again. Just check that you're not going to wobble over. Right, our first move in this new foot position is scooping from the sea. So it's a little bit like parting the clouds, except this time we're going to be transferring our weight forwards and backwards from one foot to the other. So as we scoop from the sea downwards, we lift up our back heel. And as we move forward and sprinkle the water over our heads, we lift up our right toe. So it's back of the heel, front toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. That's great. Now we're going to change feet, have the other foot forward, and we're carrying on scooping from the sea on this side. Last one, and relax. Going to swap feet again, other foot forward, other foot behind, and we're going to this time do a move called playing the waves. So have your hands out in front of you, and we're going to rock back and lift up our toe, rock forward and lift up our back heel. So we get that rocking motion going again. Going to swap feet over again, repeat on the other leg, and last one, and relax. Feet, other foot forward again. This time we're going to do the dove spreads its wings. So on this one you're going to start with your arms or your wings here, and you're going to rock back and lift up your front toes as you lift up your wings upwards, and as you bring your wings back you rock forwards and lift up your back heel. So it's toe up, heel. So the weight is moving backwards and forwards. You don't need to lift your arms too high. Got any shoulder and neck problems, keep your arms nice and low. And now we're going to swap feet and do it on the other side. Last one, and relax. Right, we're now going to change our stance again back to our original stance of our feet hip widths apart. Check your knees again, and this time we're going to do some punching forward. So have one hand here on your waist, and we're going to just punch forwards, rotate the wrist and just gently come back, and then repeat on the other side. last one. Well done. And relax. Now we've already done the dove spreading its wings. This time we're going to imagine that we're a flying goose. So this time, our feet are parallel. If you've got no balance problems, you can, as part of this move, just rise gently up onto your toes. But if you've got any balance issues, don't take a risk and make sure your feet stay firmly on the ground. So as with the other one, our wings or our arms start up here on our chest, and then they're going to come outwards. We spread them outwards and back in. So we're not rocking backwards and forwards, but if you're able to, as you raise your wings outwards, you could just raise up onto your toes very briefly, very gently. And one last one. And relax. The next move we were going to do is the spinning wheel, or the wheel of life. So have your palms up at face level, we call that 12 o'clock, and we're going to go round and down. Again, we don't need to go too low if you've got any back problems, any mobility issues in your lower back. This time, as we come up to the top, we're going to reverse and go the opposite way. And relax. The next move is the puppet. So we're going to do a bit like the wooden tops of puppets with strings lifting up their arms and their legs. So we're going to lift up our right arm with our opposite leg, our left leg. And again, if you're confident with your balance, you might want to add in a little hop. You can imagine you're bouncing the ball with your open arm. Last one. And then the final move of our sequence, we're going to be pushing our palms together in peace. So we bring our fingertips together to lift our arms up to the sky, and then pushing downwards as we breathe out. And again, breathing in as we come up, and breathing out as we go down. And the last one. And relax. Well done, everyone. That's the end of the sequence. We're now just going to do some cool down and some stretches. So we're just going to start off just with a gentle sway from side to side. And then some spine stretches. And then we're going to do some stretches of our shoulder muscles here. So we're going to hold one arm across our body, and with the other arm, just pull gently against it. Not on your elbow or the top bit, on the lower arm. Just feel that stretch. And then the opposite way, arm across your body, push it towards you on your lower arm. Feel the stretch. Good. And then we're just going to tilt the head to the side here, just stretch out the muscles here in our neck. and then the other way. Feeling the stretch here. I'm going to look up, stretch this part of the head out, the neck, and then finally put our chin to our chest, look downwards. Okay, so we're nicely relaxed, we've done our stretches. Just need to wake up our body a little bit now because our blood pressure will be nice and low now, but we might feel a little bit lightheaded, so we're just going to wake ourselves up a bit. So we're going to start off just circling our wrists one way and then the other, and then gently do our shoulders one way and then the other. And I'm going to try and just kick our feet out one way and then the other. I'm just going to have a clap. Okay, and then just shake everything out, nice and loose. And relax. And last of all, the traditional way to greet each other at the end of the exercises is to put our palms together, our thumbs together, place them on your breastbone, which is the bone nearest your heart, and you bow and say Namaste, which is the spiritual me greets the spiritual you. It's a beautiful greeting, particularly during social distancing. You don't have to hug anybody, you can just greet them with a Namaste. So I hope you've enjoyed that session. Great that you've been able to join us. So for now, from Andrea, take care everyone, stay safe and goodbye.